could tell him I said it. Leave your bitch alone.
That's what ayahuasca did for me. It was help me see how to unconditionally love myself. And it's only in that unconditional self-love that then I'm able to truly be able to unconditionally love others.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a story you don't hear every day. Aaron Rodgers recently revealing on a podcast that he used psychedelic drugs to improve his outlook on playing football. The 38-year-old said, quote, "I really feel like that experience paved the way for me to have the best season of my career." Rodgers, of course, coming off winning his second straight MVP. Woo! Good morning, everybody. Shannon, I'm almost afraid to ask. You could go so many different directions. What's your reaction to this?
My reaction is what the NFL is going to think about this. Is man taking hallucinogenic drugs. Yeah. Look, this was. I mean, I'm actually listening to him on the podcast, and I'm thinking to myself like, damn. That's a very, very surprising way to go about getting in touch with yourself. But if he's trying to become a better person, he's trying to become a better leader, a better brother, a better son. Hey, I'm all for it. Whatever helps you get to the place that you become the best you, the best version of you. Skip, I'm cool with it. I mean, it's very unorthodox to me. Now, I'm sure Aaron Rodgers is not the first one to undertake this type of steps or process or procedure to get in touch with himself, to have a better understanding of himself. So maybe that's not the approach that I would use, but I'm not finna knock the man. I'm glad that he sees that he has major flaws, because to listen to him talk, he didn't have any flaws. And so for me, Skip, I'm happy for him. I think sometimes the greater you become at something, the harder it is to see your flaws.
Yeah.
And so for me, because Aaron Rodgers had ascended to one of the best quarterbacks that's currently playing, and I believe he's a top 5 quarterback already, Skip, it was hard to see that he was not a very good leader. He's very condescending. He's very aloof. He's very narcissistic. Mm-hmm. So for me, I'm happy for him. Look, like I said, I'm not the biggest Aaron Rodgers fan as a person. His play on the field is undeniable. I don't really have a whole lot to say bad about him. I think he let a couple of games in the last couple of years slip away. It was he had a golden road basically to the Super Bowl in Lambeau, and he had great regular seasons, and he didn't quite play great in those games when he needed to play, Skip. So for me, look, Aaron, for the longest time, you can hide from a lot of people, but you can't hide from the man that's in the mirror, the guy that you walk by and you see every single day. So I'm glad he had this epiphany, or whatever he wants to call it, a metamorphosis that he undertook in order to reach a better form of Aaron Rodgers. So I'm happy for him, Skip. I'm not going to knock the man because, like I said, Skip, I don't know what he was dealing with internally. But for whatever it was, he felt he needed to get in touch with that and to become a better version of himself. So kudos to him. Very unorthodox. Very.
Okay. I hear everything you just said. First, I'm going to just keep it right on the football field because that's what we mostly do on this show.
Yeah.
Apparently, ayahuasca, this psychedelic drug, has only regular season benefits because he has stunk it up 2 straight years in the postseason. Well, you can bring me all the credit you want from ayahuasca for your 2 MVPs back to back, but in consecutive years following MVPs, he had the 1 seed at home.
Yep.
At home. And stunk it up late against Brady and company, and pretty much stunk it up from start to finish against a 49er team that they were better than, I believe. It was your opponent's Jimmy G.
Yes.
And you get the ball back twice, once with the lead and once as you trailed. And in the last 2 possessions, you complete 1 pass for a grand total of 5 yards to a guy who's now a Las Vegas Raider,
right.
Devontae, the best receiver in football. So that's all you got to show for this quote-unquote religious experience that you had, this altered state experience that you went to South America to try to find your true self.
Right.
Okay. I'm with you. I'm okay with the thrust of this. With the goal of this was to I got to find who I really am. I got to try to love myself better. I got to find true love for myself that I can start to share with others. Okay.